Hi, my name is Rita, and I'm here to talk to you about healthy high spirits. I hope you saw the previous video, which is called The Prayer. And if you watch it, I'm sure you understand that the prayer is a belief that I have that the power is within, not out there looking down at you, but inside here, being a part of you. And so I've developed a class called Making Sense of Your Senses to discuss how I've understood this so well, to understand yourself so well. So if I was to ask a question, something so simple as, do you know who you are? Most people have told me things like, yeah, I'm a nurse, or I'm a doctor, I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a preacher. And I said, those are descriptions of what you do. They're not who you are. But if I was to ask you a simple question like this, and go ahead, pause it if you have a chance to, and answer these questions for yourself. If I was to ask you if there was a smell that smelled so good that every time you smelled it, you were like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. What smell would you write? And write that down. And I'll guarantee you, out of all the people that watch this, they're not all going to be the same. And if I was going to ask you that you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds so pretty, what sound would you write? So now you have your smell that you like and the sound. And I'm sure there's many, but just pick the first one that comes to your mind. And then if I was to ask you, what is your go-to food? The food that every time you're hungry, you don't know what to eat, you just go to that one. Mine's always been a taco. Anyway, so write that down. And then if I was to ask you, what color do you gravitate towards? Is it black, blue, red, yellow? And write that down. And now take those answers, those 4 questions and those 4 answers, and look at a scenario. If you were smelling the smell that you love to smell and listening to the sound that you love to hear in the background and eating the food that you normally eat that tastes so good and wearing your favorite color, your favorite shirt, favorite blouse, how would you feel at that moment? And if you ask everybody, and there's not been anybody that said, I feel bad, they all say, I'd feel pretty good. And that's who you are. It isn't that you're a doctor. That's a profession you chose. It isn't that you're a nurse or a mother. That's a direction you've gone in your journey. But who you are is how you experience life. And you experience life through your senses. And those 4 questions were only your senses. And you can see how happy you were just getting to know them. So this is again Rita with Healthy High Spirits, and my next video will talk about how do we understand ourselves so well that we know we never make a bad decision. See you soon.